just had no fear of like dying, you know? I didn't think that was part of like what drugs could do to somebody. But if it had fentanyl in it, I instantly just, I died flatlined, like on the floor in front of my mom and in front of my little sister. And all I know that happened after that was what they told me, but I was like not breathing for 20 minutes, and they tried CPR and Narcan and everything, you know? One of the paramedics ended up breaking my ribs to get me to start breathing again. I just woke up 3 days later in the hospital and I had no idea what had happened. I mean, just by the grace of God.
A local teenager dead from a suspected fentanyl overdose.
He lost 2 students to overdoses just in the past 2 months.
Her 17-year-old daughter is the latest local high school student to die of an accidental fentanyl
dead after
overdose.
taking pills laced with
2 sons died from fentanyl poisoning.
In just one day, there were more than a dozen drug overdoses and 6
Fentanyl
deaths.
can be up to 50 times stronger than heroin.
Drug deaths among children more than tripled from 2019 to 2020.
This is truly an unprecedented time. We're at a point right now in the United States where each week, the equivalent to a classroom of high school students dies of overdose across the country.
People might be surprised to know that youth substance use has actually been on a downward trend for 20 years. High schoolers' use of illicit substances, excluding marijuana and alcohol, is actually well below 10%. But their deaths have skyrocketed, in particular in the last couple of years, and that's because of fentanyl found in fake pills and other substances.
Since about the mid-2010s, we started to see this very potent synthetic opioid called fentanyl emerge on the drug landscape, first in the heroin supply, and then it started being used by drug traffickers to produce counterfeit prescription pills.
These are completely fake pills. These are not actual pharmaceutical pills that somebody's sprinkling fentanyl onto. The word counterfeit applies. And a lot of young adults in America are getting these pills on social media. Snapchat, WhatsApp, Discord, even Facebook Messenger. Could also be just from friends, or as they call them, plugs, their local drug dealer that they happen to know. Our kids think that they're real and they think that they're safe, and it's a deadly mistake.
Fentanyl is an opioid that is at least 50 to 100 times more potent than heroin, which is a very potent opioid. And because it's such a potent opioid, fentanyl can kill within minutes, particularly for teenagers who may have never been exposed to an opioid before and have no tolerance built up. And it's especially risky when it gets mixed with other substances. It just really heightens the risk of overdose.
With illicit fentanyl, you don't know how much you're using, and frequently it is combined with another drug, whether it's contaminating heroin or contaminating cocaine. It's mixed drug use, which is extremely dangerous and difficult to treat in the ER.
I mean, you don't even know what is in the drugs that you're about to consume. I mean, it could be your last time using. Even if it's your first time using, it could be your last. You know, that's the scary reality now.